Newly revealed buyers for Hunter Biden's art lead to more corruption allegations. I mean, the corruption never ends when it comes to the Biden family, and the mainstream media continue to cape for them. They continue to not ask the tough questions. Every once in a great while, you get one brave journalist who decides to ask a tough question. But as the mainstream media, as a majority, they're caping for the Bidens, and it's ridiculous. And more stuff is coming out. And you know, if this was Donald Trump, the media would be in an outroar calling for his resignation. But you hear crickets from the mainstream media. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. The Biden family is constantly facing allegations of corruption, and another one emerged on Monday when it was revealed that multiple buyers purchased Hunter Biden's so-called art. Hunter Biden has been involved in several questionable foreign dealings, some of which could be considered criminal if investigated by the DOJ, which we know they won't. But despite this, he decided to pursue a career as a painter in California. You can't make this stuff up. Even before the allegations of bribery and payoffs from the Chinese government came to light, people were questioning how Hunter Biden could sell his paintings without it being seen as an influence peddling scheme, which is exactly what I called it when I first heard about this. It is not surprising that the situation has indeed turned out that way. According to an exclusive report, Hunter Biden has made at least $1.3 million from his art, and the buyers' identities have been suspicious. In 2021, a New York art gallery introduced Hunter Biden's paintings with prices as high as $500,000. The White House claimed that Hunter Biden's team carefully vetted buyers and their identities were only known to the gallery, not to Hunter Biden himself. This suggested that the art patrons were unrelated to politics. However, it has now been revealed that Hunter Biden did know the identity of at least two buyers, one of whom received a favor from the Biden White House. It is highly unusual for an amateur artist to sell paintings for $1.3 million in just over a year. Typically, artists need to establish a reputation before earning such large sums, and even then, it is rare to make that much money. I mean, think about what's the comedy guy's name? Jim Carrey. Not a fan of his politics. I did used to like his work growing up, but even him, you won't be able to you wouldn't buy a $500,000 painting from Jim Carrey, and he's actually pretty decent at art. It's just ridiculous that someone will buy that much for crappy art. When one buyer spent $875,000 on Hunter Biden's work, and there are speculations about the identity of this buyer. Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali, who later received a prestigious commission from Joe Biden, is among the suspects. In July 2022, Joe Biden appointed Hirsch Naftali to the Commission for the Preservation of America's Heritage Abroad, and it is unclear if her purchase of Hunter Biden's artwork occurred before or after the appointment. While we know that Naftali was one of the buyers, it remains uncertain if she was the one who spent nearly $1 million on Hunter Biden's painting. This raises suspicious questions about her appointment by the Biden administration, as it seems suspicious for someone to spend such a large amount on amateur paintings. The situation became even more complicated when considering Hunter Biden's previous claim about having control over appointments to the same commission. His longtime business associate, Eric Sharon, was appointed by President Obama to the commission in 2015. It is striking that individuals connected to Hunter Biden potentially through art purchases, end up in influential positions like the commission. The pattern suggests more than mere coincidences. The Biden family's involvement in corruption cannot be ignored, and they seem to believe that they are above the law, which might not be entirely unfounded, considering they're basically getting away with all this stuff. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.